City is a weekly delivery program, and we deliver produce from our farm and from other small-scale organic producers in Ontario. So we work directly with other rural farmers. So we're not only working with city farmers, in addition to that we also have milk and bread and cheese, all sorts of other products in the box. And those are coming from farms close to Toronto and also from other farms in Ontario. Traditional views on agriculture are that it's an activity practiced in the rural domain. City farming moves that to the city. You're connecting the farmers and the eaters, and you're bringing them together so that they can understand each other. And so there's much more of a social aspect to food. You're going to a market, you're meeting the farmers on the farm. You sort of have a connection to that food because it's grown where you grow, where you live. You know, the farmer can give them tips on how to cook it and sort of tell its story, how it came to be. We're engaging them more and more in the food system that way so that they're able to make more conscious food choices. And from that we hope gain an appreciation for the food. Organic agriculture is based primarily on the idea of not using chemicals. So the long-term picture, organic agriculture is sustainable and we're sort of taking care of the land at the same time as producing food. Conventional industrial agriculture is very input intensive, so it uses a lot of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and it's very sort of concerned about the here and the now. So they're not looking long-term at the health of the planet or sort of the welfare of the eaters. Local organic agriculture is more energy efficient because we are practicing at a scale that is sustainable. We can use our own resources, so things like compost, we save our seeds, you know, taking something that somebody might consider a waste product, like food waste, and turning it into a resource, like compost. By doing that, you're transferring your reliance on synthetic fertilizers or sprays and instead making your own organic versions. We work at a scale that allows us to sell everything that we grow within sort of the city of Toronto. And by doing so, you're shortening the distance between where food is grown and eaten, which therefore reduces carbon emissions and your carbon footprint. In that sense, local organic agriculture is really much more of a solution towards a more sustainable food system. A lot of people talk about how local agriculture keeps more money in the local economy. But more than that, it keeps more of the money in the farmers' pockets. When you shop at a grocery store, your food dollars are being divided between the retailer, the distributor, marketing, all these other steps, and finally the farmer's pockets. So that about 10 cents out of every food dollar goes to the farmer. At Fresh City, our model promotes the individual farmer and supporting their entrepreneurial skills and their livelihood, so that about 60 cents out of every dollar goes to our farmers. They're able to then support their farm and their employees and sort of all the other steps involved in bringing the food to you, but it also means that they're able to create more jobs on their farm, and by doing so also strengthen the local economy. Lastly, by eating food via a farmer's market or the Fresh City box, by bringing your own bags, or for us to pack it in a box, we're reducing packaging because you're not using plastic shopping bags, and when we do use packaging, we tend to use paper bags, which are recyclable. At Fresh City, we practice biodiverse or permaculture type farming. Our farmers consider themselves sort of stewards of the soil, and while they're using the soil to grow food, they're also giving back to the soil by planting cover crops and beneficial plants and plants that attract pollinators, so that they're actually creating a stronger ecosystem in the end. What that does is sort of take care of the land we're farming, so that when we finish with it, we're actually leaving it in a better state than how we found it.